From Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station, this is Sunrise at the Downs. Sponsored by River City Bank.
Well, a chilly start to this Thurby, but it is a beautiful morning. Look at that gorgeous shot of the Twin Spires right there. We're going to have a large crowd here out at the track for Thurby as we get closer and closer to the Derby. Good morning, April 30th, last day of April. I'm Shannon Kogan.
And I'm Olivia Russell. Yeah, it is Thurby. We have a beautiful sunrise. Not quite feeling the sun right now, too. Hoping that can warm things up a little bit for us.
Yeah, we're trying. Let's go to meteorologist Tawana Andrew right now. How much will it warm up today?
Well, we're going to go from the 40s right now into the 60s for later on this afternoon. And y'all, by the way, I found gloves. I'm doing a lot better now. For those of you heading out this morning. And for a lot of people back here, everybody's all bundled up because we're sitting mainly in those 40s to start off the day. Our cool spots mainly along and north of I-64 where we're seeing those low 40s. In the metro, seeing a mixture of low to mid 40s right now, 45 in Sellersburg, 44 near Bowman Field, and 44 as well for those of you in Fairdale. Clear skies on the radar and clear skies overhead. A beautiful morning for sure. And we're going to keep all of this sunshine in the forecast through the rest of the day as temperatures jump into the low to mid 60s for your highs. So overall, things are going to be pretty pleasant for your Thurby. Things are trending on the cooler side still for both Oaks and Derby Day. I'll let you know about the front moving through tomorrow. It's going to keep that cooler air in our forecast in just a bit.
Thanks so much, Tawana. Darren Rogers with Churchill Downs joining us right now. He also knows a lot about horse racing. You know what I was saying earlier? Like, so last year we had two standouts, I thought, journalism and sovereignty. But this year I'm looking at this 20-horse field, and I can't pick one yet.
Nick Tamaro, we made him our morning line odds maker.
Yeah.
Mike Battaglia retired after 51 years. I do not envy his position for Derby #1 because I don't know who's going to go favorite. I really don't. Obviously, he made Renegade at 4-1. You've got Commandment at 6, and he had Further Ado at 6. I think any one of those three.
But now the Puma too, getting a ton of traction.
And Chief Wallaby as well, and then you have the international intrigue of Denon Bourbon, who's won his 3 races by 18.5 lengths combined.
And now the Great White getting in with Silent Tactics scratched.
Yeah, big. He's got to get a lot faster. Great White does,
but he's huge.
He is huge. But you know what? They don't drape the roses around your shoulders for being huge. It's being fast. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we have such a huge crowd here at the backside too. I mean, what's it like to see so many people coming out early in the morning, wanting to see these Derby horses and getting on the action?
Look, I know you guys do as well. We live for the buzz that we're all going through. This 2 weeks leading up to the Derby is so invigorating, especially for the city. We infuse so much money into the economy, more than $420 million is spread out locally with all the visitors that come in for Oaks and Derby. We've had a great start to the week. We had a record 5-0 Tuesday, an excellent Wednesday yesterday, and now we're looking forward to Thurby, Oaks, and Derby.
How many are you expecting for today?
Well, we don't make predictions, but I can tell you that, historically we've had in the neighborhood of close to 50,000 people out here for Thurby these days, which is, think about that. That was the Oaks Day attendance back in 1980.
Wow.
50,000 people.
That's amazing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Oaks race because it's at 8:40, and then you have to transition to Derby Day. What are you going to do at Churchill Downs because you don't have that much time to get ready then for Derby? How does that work?
Our team is a bunch of pros. You know what? You bring on extra manpower because, you're right. We're losing, I think, about 2 to 3 hours of the cleanup window of turning it around. But our team's, it's not their first rodeo. It's amazing how they do it each year, and they're just going to do it with a little extra manpower.
Okay, and then now I feel like we keep talking about how Derby week is all growing. Yeah. You hear people who say, this is a bucket list item for me too. What's it like hearing that you can make someone's entire life in just one simple day?
Well, that's what I think what we love about this Derby and the whole Derby experience. There's different options for every type of fan, different experiences to be had. whether or not you're sitting in the box seats or you're sitting in, the new Woodford Reserve Paddock Club, to the Home Stretch Club, to the Starting Gate Rooftop Bar. I mean, there are so many different options around the facility, and then it's all centered around this beautiful new paddock. So I love the experiences that we have to offer.
Wonderful. Well, Darren, thank you so much.
Happy
for
Derby.
jumping on.
Derby, yeah.
Love that sweatshirt.
It's kind of fun and casual yet.
Yeah, you almost snuck by us here too because you're just in a hoodie.
It gets you through a cool morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. We could use a sweatshirt right now. Okay.
You ladies look lovely as always.
Well, thank you, Darren. Churchill Downs is taking time on this Thurby to honor some local icons, and that includes Olympic medalist Jared Naguse. Naguse, a DuPont Manual grad, he won bronze in the men's 1,500 meter race at the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris and competed in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Last week, Naguse set an outdoor course record too at the USA TF 1 Mile Championships in Iowa.
American sculptor Ed Hamilton will also be recognized today. He lives in Louisville and specializes in public art. You can actually find a lot of his pieces across Louisville. One of his most famous pieces of work is The Spirit of Freedom. It's a memorial to Black Civil War veterans, and it stands in Washington, D.C.
All right, so of course, Derby is about horses, bourbon, celebrating everything Kentucky, but it's also really big when it comes to fashion, right? And especially men's fashion really evolving.
And let's send things over to Rob Wells. I always joke that you're the best dressed person in the newsroom on a normal day. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us come Derby Day, Rob.
Oh, Olivia, the surprises, they just keep coming. Anticipation is building. Hey, and you're absolutely right. A lot of eyes will be on the track watching all these beautiful horses over the next couple of days, but eyes will also be checking out what people are wearing in the crowd, and that includes men. I spoke with some designers who say that the request and the demands for elevated looks for men's styles has really grown over the last couple of years. I caught up with one Kentucky designer who says that her creativity started with a piece of silk and Derby-inspired looks that are pretty hard to miss.
Georgetown, Kentucky-based designer Judy Kushner spent her career in the banking industry, but always wanted to express her creative side.
I just thought it would be really fun to have a hand-painted tie in a racing theme.
It started with a Kentucky Derby-inspired silk tie that she made as a gift in the late 1980s. She stopped by Rhodes for him and her to get feedback before she wrapped her one-of-a-kind piece.
Actually, I painted a ready-made tie, and so they said, we love the design, but they held it up and it wasn't really hanging straight. They said, if you can find a good manufacturer, we'd love to do this.
She says that Rhodes liked them so well, they picked up her line. Today, they can be found at Von Maur, where the colorful creations produced at a North Carolina plant are front and center.
It's such a unique product. It's very detailed. It's very, it's fun, and it's a Derby. It feels very Kentucky. And I think the fun part is that there is someone behind it that has such a vision for the brand.
Besides neckwear, the demand for more extensive men's lines has increased each Derby season.
I mean, for men, it's all about the details. So, the socks, the cufflinks, the bow ties, the suspenders, getting all those details and just being really fun with your fashion and being extravagant in a fun way.
At Stanford, Connecticut-based Vineyard Vines, designers start working a year in advance on new men's-inspired collections for Derby.
We have boards with all kinds of sketch ideas from print to color to pattern to new silhouettes. Already excited to work with Churchill Downs on what next year's collection looks like. And it's really an all hands on deck effort. Everybody jumps in. It takes an absolute village to make this collection come to life.
The goal now is to make sure that the looks are worn far beyond the first weekend in May.
What's fun about this collection is that we don't only dress our customer for the Derby event if you were there, but we have great options such as hats and tees and polos and hoodies that people can wear at any party they're going to watch the Derby from afar. It's a really exciting collection that all people can partake in.
It's something that Kushner hopes each time she sees a well-dressed man donning her dapper creations.
The elements to the Derby that are exciting and, tell the story of the Derby. So that's where I get my
Inspiration. inspiration and classic, beautiful looks indeed. By the way, Churchill Downs, on their website, they even have kind of a style guide for men, if you would. And they say it's all about spring flair. A lot of bold colors. Pastels are big, of course, every year. Making sure that you have the right bow tie and a pocket silk to go with it, the great loafers, and if you care to, of course, a fedora or two never hurts as well. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Rob. You know, there's this fun game that Ben and Kelly do every year from WDJX. Ben tries to get on TV.
I think he's doing it right now. Well, you know, we're going to flip the script. We're going to put him on air this morning. Hey, well, you can balance two mics here. Joining us now here.
Yeah. So you were on yesterday. You jumped in.
Oh, if
you do it every day.
If you mean I casually crashed the shot of you talking with the governor, then yes. Then yes, that's what I did.
All right. Well, we called you out. Here you are.
Hi.
You made it.
I mean, thank you so much for having us on. I mean, this is great. We love being partners with you, and we love being part of the Derby festivities with you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, happy Derby.
Oh, and that was it.
Yeah, he's always photobombing. No, we're going to put you on air live.
All right. Thank you.
We'll be back.
Yes, 99.7 DJ. Love you guys.
Where'd he go? $7:13. We know, of course, a big part of Derby Week, the hats. And Christine Moore is a featured milliner of the Kentucky Derby. 9th year. Congrats.
That's right. 9 years. Where's the time gone? I've had so much fun.
I don't know.
Really.
So how do you get into something like this in millinery and coming up with all these designs?
Well, I came from the costume design world, so theater world, and then somebody introduced me to horse racing. Well, actually, then I went into fashion, then introduced me to horse racing, and I was like, theatrical fashion, I can totally do this. And then I find that the Kentucky woman actually inspires me. Like,
really?
I learned so much from.
Now, how would you describe that? Like a Kentucky,
well, I mean, it's a Southern belle, very feminine. You know, just but also bold, elegant. You know, it's just like it's. But they're not afraid of the fashion. They're not afraid. They're not afraid of color, you know, because I'm a Northeasterner and it's like, you know, I wear white, I wear black, you know, maybe some navy, but you guys just love color, and the brighter the better. And you guys look lovely, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So how do you come up with unique designs too, and always freshen it up every year?
Well, you know, it's my body of work, which is it's just artwork, and so it always is rolling on. But then I watch fashion, like I watch the fashion fashion trends, and and then I go do trunk shows, so I talk to people. I learn what they like, and it just rolls on and develops. Yeah.
And men's fashion, men are really getting into hats now too.
Yeah, that's right. It's great to see. It's not just about the ladies. It's like the men want to be seen and want to be captured in a photograph too, and then also match whoever they're going with. And I love that. I love that they've taken it on as well. Why should it just be for us?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if someone wants to purchase your hat today to wear, they should go to Rhodes.
Rhodes for her and him. And then also we were at the Omni. We're at the Churchill Downs store. Thurby brand for sure.
Lots of options for people to get that last minute hat too.
Oh yeah. So we're limited on how much we can do right now, but we're there to even do tweaks and make it perfect. And you want to be comfortable in your hat, because if you fuss with your fashion, you lose your half your story, as I say. So it's like we're there to help. All the milliners are there to help.
Wonderful. Well, Christine, thank you for coming.
Thanks for inviting me.
And congrats, 9 years. That's a long time, right?
It started when I was 2.
Now let's check in with Tawana, because we might need to make some fashion adjustments with it being so cold out here.
Oh yeah, I've already made one adjustment with gloves, and hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Stay as warm as you can. We have high pressure in control of our weather for today. This is why we're looking at a quiet forecast, thankfully, for your Thurby. So with high pressure in control and the system that moved through yesterday well off towards our east, we're now seeing clear skies across the entire area, which has led to some beautiful sunrises right now, and now seeing the sun coming up a little bit more here at Churchill Downs as everybody's waiting for those Derby horses and Oaks horses to hit the track. Your temperatures are still chilly out here. Most of us are sitting in the low 40s, 47 at the airport in Louisville. With the sunshine for your Thurby, we're easily going to get into the low to mid 60s for highs, keeping that sunshine all day long, adding in some clouds for tonight into tomorrow morning as temperatures return to the 40s overnight. We'll monitor that Oaks Day forecast closely because there is a cold front moving into our region for tomorrow morning. But here's the thing, we'll have a lot of dry air in place, and what that's going to do is help to eat away at some of that moisture, which means for many of you, any rain that you get is going to be very, very light. And as that rain pushes closer to 64, closer to the Ohio River, it's going to start to fade even more. So even towards the metro, very light rain, drizzle in the forecast as we get just past sunrise tomorrow. And then we'll see some drier conditions for your Oaks afternoon with highs tomorrow in the upper 50s and low 60s. Keeping it cool on Derby Day with clouds overhead, very small rain chance for your Saturday afternoon, and highs then in the 50s. So overall, Derby Day not looking too shabby, but we'll monitor that rain chance pretty closely. Then for Sunday, we warm up then, highs back into the mid to upper 60s. By the beginning of next week, we'll add in some rain chances for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as a couple of systems move by. And don't forget, we have the alert day in place for next Wednesday. I know all eyes are on Derby right now, but I don't want you to forget that potential for some strong storms as we get into the middle of next week. But that system on Wednesday, still watching the timing as of right now. The alert day is for Wednesday afternoon and evening, but if that timing shifts, then we will certainly let you know. Beyond that, we'll get some drier conditions showing up as we get towards the following weekend. And of course, that's when we have some warmer weather as well. We'll have much more of Sunrise at the Downs after this break.
Well, if you know horse racing at all, you've definitely heard the name Bob Baffert.
Yes, he is very noticeable here at the track, and he stopped by earlier earlier today. Take a look. And look who we have with us, Hall of Famer Bob Baffert, won the Derby 6 times. Will it be number 7? He has 2 chances with Potente and Litmus Test. So Bob, thanks for coming on and making time for us today. I know this is a big week for you. You going to take your horses out this morning?
Yeah, all the Derby horses train at 7:15. They'll be out there in 30 minutes, so everybody gets to see them up close. You know, it really feels like Derby today. I mean, the place is packed. I mean, this place is starting to come to life, and still cool and chilly. Horses love that, so that's nice.
They love it. I don't love it, but hey, 7:15 is the time. Well, you'll have your horses out there. I mean, what are you liking right now about Potente and Litmus Test?
Well, Litmus Test, he's coming off of 2 races that weren't really that great, but before that, he won a big race earlier in the year in December. It looked like a Derby horse. A lot of these horses, they'll take a step back on you a little bit. We'll try different things. Took the blinkers off, that didn't work. But Potente, he's a lightly raced horse. Won his first out, won his stake, his second out, which is very rare. Cost $2.4 million.
Yeah, what a price tag.
But he is a really nice horse. He got beat in the Santa Anita Derby. He was on the lead. He didn't like being on the lead. He's sort of a stalker, wants to be behind and he worked really well here today. Just looked fantastic. So, you know, at the end of the day, but you still need a lot of luck.
And he is the most expensive horse in this Derby field. And Bob, you are kind of changing what you're doing here at Churchill Downs. You're going to have a barn here. You have someone who's going to be running it for you. Tell us about what went into that decision now. Because before you would come in just for the Derby season.
Well, we have a lot of young horses in California. It's getting tougher and tougher. A lot of the owners, you know, a lot of the big time owners, they passed, and so the quality of horses is sort of there's not that many anymore. So a lot of races don't fill. It's still great. You know, I love Southern California. You know, but all the big racing is into Kentucky now. I mean, you have the big races. There's so much money to run for here. It's very competitive. It's tougher, but I have horses that are at the same age that I can't get them in. So when you have young horses, we're basically young. We've got a lot of freshmen coming in, you know.
Right.
And so I need places to run. So I'm going to be here all probably most of the year.
And your barn here, the backside. I mean, people are just hanging out outside. They just want to see what's going on in there, what you're doing. What's it like having such a crowd just hanging out at your barn?
Well, I think a lot of people want to see up close and personal. You know, they see us. You know, it's Barn 33. We call it Club 33 now.
Club, yes.
Cool.
I mean, I think it's exciting. Everybody's excited. You know, you go to the restaurants, people see you and stuff like that, and they really embrace you here in Louisville. That's one thing about Louisville. We're in California. I go anywhere, they don't know who I am. But it's really nice coming here. The excitement, especially when you bring nice horses. I have other horses running in the undercards that are really nice.
Oh, good. And I understand that you have a really, really nice horse that costs $10.4 million.
10.5.
Oh, 10.5,
even more.
And it could be coming here to Churchill, so we'll have a chance to see this
hopefully
horse.
be in the Derby next year, you know. So that's what we're hoping for.
All right.
See?
Bob Baffert, Hall of Famer. Thanks for coming and talking with us this morning.
Flora.
This Wave News Update is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Hi there, coming to you live from the backside here at Churchill Downs as we're getting ready for Thurby. I'm Shannon Kogan.
And I'm Olivia Russell, taking a look at who's in the big race. Silent Tactic has been scratched, now replaced by Great White. Silent Tactic was trained by Mark Cassie. Silent Tactic was on the track Wednesday morning. He talked for 10 minutes in the chute, but was later scratched due to a bruised foot.
That means Great White now in the Derby field, trained by John Ennis. Big horse, 17.2 hands. This is Ennis's second start in the Kentucky Derby. He trained Epic Ride, who finished 13th in Derby 150 in 2024. We've had a pretty sunrise today, and we want that sun to warm us up. Tawana.
Oh, yeah, and we're getting plenty of it. That sun now in my face, and it's glorious. This is really helping to warm things up already. And seeing temperatures still for most of us in the 40s. The only exception to that, Tell City in at 39 degrees right now. We are seeing clear skies across the entire region to start off the day, which is certainly some good news. That's going to help with us enjoying the sunshine and also help to warm us up. So after starting off the day in the 40s, we're going to easily end up in the low to mid 60s for highs for most of us. So a beautiful Thurby, that's for sure. And just keep in mind that we are going to be seeing some slightly cooler temperatures as we head towards Oaks and Derby days, with highs in the upper 50s and low 60s for Oaks Day, with a small rain chance Oaks Day morning. That looks to be still very light. And then for Derby Day, there is that small rain chance in the afternoon as we keep some clouds overhead and highs mainly in the 50s. So if you're coming out for Oaks and Derby, just dress a little bit warmer, but still, of course, keep it cute, right? And then we head into Sunday. That is when we finally start to warm up back into the mid to upper 60s for highs. Then we do add in some rain chances for the middle of next week, especially, and we have that alert day in place for next Wednesday.
we have back the one and only John Bull.
We're happy to have you back.
Well, thank you very much. It was so nice to come across the bridge.
I thought you retired.
I did retire.
We can't keep you away.
People keep saying, like, aren't you bored? No, actually, I'm not bored.
Well, because we see you fishing
I
all
had a
the
good
time.
life.
We miss you so much. And your family's good, and the grandkids are good.
It's been a bad month, but my sister had open heart surgery and had some complications afterwards. But we got her. She's progressing well.
Good.
Got her into an assisted living facility, and she's doing well.
And your dad's doing well.
My dad, yes, yes. And so I didn't think we'd be able to come, but Wave offered me when I retired a standing offer to come and help out, so I'm going to help.
Okay, so tell us what you're going to be doing this year.
I'm going to be a handicapper. I tell people I'm no longer the Mike Tirico role. I'm more of Eddie Olczyk, the handicapper guy, or Steve Kornacki. I don't know, whatever.
Well, you need some khakis if you're going to be Steve Kornacki.
I'm not doing.
You're not doing the khakis?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk horses.
Yes.
Okay.
I already wrote Olivia's bets down.
I said I don't know what to do, and he wrote it all down. Hopefully, you're going to win me some money. Who are we going with?
This is so bizarre. For Oaks and Derby, I like horses that only have 2 lifetime starts. Which, remember the days 20, 30 years ago?
You would never do that,
right?
Why? No. Why are you changing?
Well, we're kind of evolving into these lightly raised horses. Look at Justify. What did Justify have? 3 starts, I think?
I think so. Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the experience anymore. What I like about emerging market in the Derby and always a runner in the Oaks is only 2 starts, 1 their maiden and 1 a stakes race. The future looks bright. I'll always take, like when we're interviewing anchor or reporter candidates in TV news, I'll take the guy who has or girl who has the right attitude and looks like they have a lot of promise over the stellar resume, the long resume.
Okay.
So
Well,
same thing with horse racing.
You know what I've been looking at with emerging market is jockey Flavien Prat, one of the best in the country, has actually ended up 6 out of 8 times in money finishes in the Derby, and he chose emerging market.
Yes, he got off a good horse.
Yes. He got so that makes me think that's a horse to watch.
I
And Chad Brown says he's a cheetah.
I follow Flavien Prat around, the same reason that you're talking about. I believe he's been in 14 Triple Crown races, and he's finished worse than 4th 1 time. He's always there. So, yeah, you can follow these jockeys, although sometimes that'll lead you awry. Sometimes the jockeys get off a good horse and go to what they think is a better horse, and it doesn't quite work out. I remember Pat Day used to have that problem a couple times. But, no, I agree with you on that. So,
And we were talking to Bob about Potente's jockey, which is Juan Hernandez, never been in the Derby before, and off camera we were asking him, does it have you concerned? And he's like, nah. He's
no,
like that.
I had somebody tell me a long time ago, when you get to this level of the Kentucky Derby, the jockeys can all ride. It's really not about the jockeys. However, I was just talking on the radio with the guys, and you know how a lot of times across your phone, all of a sudden, your algorithm will send you like the end of an old race, like Rich Strike, or
I've seen that a lot
Mystic Dan.
lately. Yeah.
Every once in a while, just get a stretch run, and you look at those, and sometimes it is the rider that made the difference. A Calvin Burrell choosing to go on the rail, or the Rich Strike ride. So they're all good enough, but yeah, some of the jockeys are a little bit better.
Okay, and you also told us you had a unique pick that you usually don't go with the Japanese horse.
So every year in the newsroom, there's always somebody touting a Japanese horse.
Because they've never won the Derby.
And I always laugh and I always toss them. But a friend of mine keyed me up on Danon sounds better. And I did a little research and I watched Danon Bourbon's 3 races. That horse
Undefeated.
is a big, mean, live, fierce horse, and he runs more up toward the lead. He's not on the lead, but all these horses that we like, that most of the people like, are all deep closers. And Danon Bourbon runs just off the pace a little bit, so he's not going to get caught up in the mess. And then in his 3rd and final race he's had leading up to the Derby, he was behind for the first time, and when the jockey pushed the button in the stretch for him to go, he put his head down and exploded, and it caught my eye. So I'm gonna go and do the very thing I said I would never do. I said I would never bet one of these foreign horses until he actually won the Derby.
Yeah, never say never. As you said with retirement, you're retiring, and here you are back.
Yes. Yes.
We're
Never
so
say
happy.
never.
Yeah.
Got to get used to those bright lights again and being back with the mic in your hand.
I'm not. I have no makeup. I have nothing.
Who's your Oaks picks again?
Always a runner.
Always a runner. Another
Always
Chad
a runner.
Brown.
Another. Who's riding Always a runner? Yeah.
Jose Ortiz.
Oh, he's good enough. And there's another one that's only had 2 starts, but she exploded down the stretch and looked really, really good. The Oaks is a wide open race. I actually think we say this every year. We always go, this is going to be the best Derby in a long, long time. This is going to be the best Derby in a long, long time. There's 6 or 7 really quality horses. Almost all of them like to come from the back. So there's going to be a cavalry charge coming down the stretch.
Oh, well, John, it's so good to have you back.
Thank you for coming back too, and for giving me my Derby picks too.
Yes, I wrote down your Derby picks.
Yes.
Yeah, a $1 box, Emerging Market, Danone Bourbon, and Further Ado. We got to talk about Further Ado. 1 by 10 lengths over at Keeneland. That's pretty stellar.
Can't ignore that.
No, I'm just looking forward to the memories. Like, have you noticed when you walk around this track? Like, I remember the other day watching the War Emblem Derby from the roof. And it was so quiet. The crowd was stunned because War Emblem was winning. They're like, what? So, yeah.
All right. We're happy to have you back.
Watch John handicapping Derby Day, Oaks Day 2. All right. You want to take it? You want to take us to a break? Just like old times?
Okay.
Come up with something real clever.
Okay. Streaming continues here on Wave News right after we take
that
a
was
break.
so nailed it.
Welcome back, 7:39. And earlier this morning, we had a chance to speak to Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg.
He talked about participating in the Kentucky Derby Festival activities, even running in the mini marathon. Take a listen.
Right now by someone who knows about racing because he just took part in that. Did you do the marathon or the mini?
I did the mini marathon, and 13.1 miles is plenty for me.
My brother-in-law made sure I knew, hey, the mayor finished before you. You lost to the mayor, but you're a runner. So how many minis have you done?
That's a good question. Probably 7 or 8, maybe a little bit, somewhere around there.
Impressive. So what's it like to be able to take part in the Derby Week and the Derby Festival festivities every year?
Well, the Kentucky Derby Festival does such a wonderful job, as you all know, from covering all these wonderful events or taking part in these great events. To me, running in the mini marathon with my son this year was incredibly special. So whether it's the balloon race or the parade, Thunder over Louisville this year was back. And so it's been a great couple of weeks so far. And you can just feel every day the energy energy building in the city, and that's what I love.
I know, and you are born and raised in Louisville. You've always said that this is the only job that you've ever really wanted is to be mayor of Louisville. So what does it mean to you this whole week and to be in your position for this special time?
Well, it's a great honor, and it really is. If you can't enjoy this week as mayor of Louisville, it's the wrong job for you, because yes, it's crazy getting up early, staying up late, but I view that as part of the job, welcoming the world to our city. There aren't many cities that have an event like the Derby every year where people have it on their bucket list to come here and experience it. So whether it's bringing people in or connecting people that are here, ensuring the city is safe and showing well, it's a great honor, and I love every second of it.
I mean, putting Louisville on the international spotlight too. Here, what do you want visitors to know about our city?
Well, I want people to know that our secret sauce is our people. I want them to get to know as many Louisvillians as possible. They'll fall in love with the people and then fall in love with the city. Of course, you got to drink a little bit of bourbon, and I hope you have a lot of winners and have fun at the track too. But the hospitality scene with the restaurants and the hotels, and of course the fashion and hats, you can't beat it, guys.
You can't. Now, the governor said yesterday that he walks 8 to 9 miles on Derby Day. What do you do? Do you know?
I've never checked, but I heard that also. So this year I'm going to check.
Yes.
I'm probably
Come on,
right
you
up
got
there.
it.
I'm right up there with him. So.
I mean, the equivalent to another mini marathon,
That's right. I did make a fashion switch this year. I'm wearing sneakers every day. So
smart.
That's going to be part of the outfit.
What did you used to wear?
I used to wear traditional dress shoes or something.
Okay, yeah, no.
Sounds like a lot of blisters there.
Yeah, Rachel had a big influence on that change, but I'm very pleased with it. So.
Right, and your kids will be in town for the...
one of my sons will be with us this year, yeah.
Okay.
So do you have a Derby pick in the race?
I'm going with, inspired by the experience I had with Daniel running the mini marathon, I'm going with the Mott father-son train, Chief Wallaby, incredible exacta box. I just think just thinking about how they are both competing at the highest levels with each other, but competition, and also that human element to the Derby is what I always love. It's so much more than just a horse race, and I think having a father-son combo is there. So I'm going with my sentimental choice.
And you're boxing it, so you're not putting one on top of the other.
It's an exacta box.
Okay.
That's my style too. It's like whenever you pick two, they always flip-flop the positions.
I want to encourage everyone to not listen to anything I have to say about horse racing. I'm the last person you want to take advice.
You just cursed the Mott family now. Neither of the horses are going to win now.
I wish everyone the best. A lot of great local stories too. So.
Oh, there really are. Mayor Greenberg, thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. Happy Derby.
Happy Derby to you. Yeah, it's 1964, the last time father and son had different horses they were training in the Derby. So, of course, we can't wait to see what you're wearing. Men's fashion has really changed a lot. You talked about the sneakers, but we're looking forward to the whole look.
Well, we're going. It's going to be great.
Okay. Maybe he'll have a hat on. I don't know.
Yeah, we've heard the fedoras are in these days.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But hey, sun's coming up. I think it's starting to warm up. It feels a little bit warmer, Tawana, or maybe I'm just numb.
Yes, the answer is yes. We're numb, but also it's warming up. So we're getting there, slowly defrosting, sitting in the sun right now, feeling a lot better than we did before. We're still sitting in the 40s though, so the sun is making an impact. Temperatures starting to climb a little bit further into the mid 40s in more spots. We're still seeing those clear skies across the area, which is why we're getting to enjoy that sun beaming down on us, for me a little bit literally. And the reason for all of this is high pressure in control of our weather right now. That front that was responsible for yesterday's rain now completely out of the region, allowing us to enjoy that sunshine and that quiet weather. Now let's talk about the rest of the day. So for your Thurby, it's all about that sunshine even into the afternoon with highs in the 60s. We're talking mid 60s in most spots. And if you look ahead to Oaks Day, we have a cold front that's going to move through for tomorrow morning. What that's going to do is bring a couple of showers into our region. And these, as of right now, look to be really light. And for those of you mainly in southern Indiana, as that front gets closer to the Ohio River, a lot of that drier air comes into play and eats away at that rain. So we'll watch for that. By your Oaks Day afternoon, we're still only talking about highs in the upper 50s and the low 60s, but at least right now, Oaks Day Thursday afternoon is trending on the dry side. By post time, things are looking pretty good as well. Now for your Derby day, let's talk about this because we are going to keep a lot of clouds overhead. As of right now, a lot of these look to be mid to upper level clouds that we're going to be seeing across the area, and that's going to keep our temperatures cooler. Plus, with that northerly wind, we're mainly looking at highs in the 50s with a few spotty showers possible as we head into your Derby afternoon, but overall things are looking pretty good. Now here is your 10-day for Sunday. We'll warm back up into the upper 60s for highs then, and then we'll see some 70s showing up for the beginning of next week. This will come along with some more of those showers and thunderstorms, and we have the alert day in place for Wednesday of next week as we monitor the potential for stronger storms across the area. By the end of next week, though, that is when some drier weather comes back our way. We'll have much more of Sunrise at the Downs after this break.
Well, today we continue the theme Derby weekdays at the track, and it's a celebration of all things Kentucky today.
Yeah, it's Thurby today, 13th year for this event, and to celebrate, there'll be all things Kentucky here at the track today. That includes a Kentucky print giveaway, bluegrass music performances, special bourbon experiences. The gates open at 10:30, so maybe you're up getting ready right now. The first race will be at 12:45 today. And it's been a good start to Derby week for Churchill Downs. The track says more than 17,000 fans attended opening day, which was Saturday. Nearly 7,000 came out on Sunday. It was a record-setting crowd for 5-0 Tuesday. About 30,000 fans were here at Churchill, and yesterday about 26,000 people for Wednesday. And here we are Thursday, Thurby.
The time in the city.
Didn't know there was a song for it.
Beautiful voice. I'm going to take this off real quick.
Are you
I want you to get in trouble.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, well, you can't show your credential on TV.
No.
It's a thing.
You should know that by now. Terry Myers, I mean, how many derbies have you been to?
I like to break rules. That's all it is.
No.
That's not one you can't break.
I grew up in this city, and I never ever set foot in Churchill Downs until I had a microphone in my hand.
Serious?
Never came one time.
Was it not a thing when you were in high school that you went to the infield?
I just didn't. I was working. I was making my St. X tuition money, and so I grew up like 2 miles right over that way. I never set foot here until I was in the media.
And then you came and then you realized what you missed.
Yeah, of course. That way it was like, what took so long? I don't know. I was
crazy.
I still delivered papers till I was 32. You know, I was like, always like to make a little extra money.
I mean, what's it like to be back here seeing all this action, though, this morning? Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's your friend, right?
Yeah, that's right. And when you see the Derby horses, you always have this confident feeling. That's the one. That's look how he's moving. He winked at me, or whatever it is. And you think, that's the one.
All right, so what are you thinking? Who winked at you?
I'm going to church with Commandment. Oh, hello.
Hey, Brad Cox's Commandment. He has 3 horses here. He's someone else who grew up just a few blocks away from Churchill.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of those great local stories, and we love when we can tie somebody into one of them. And hopefully this year we get some local magic.
Yeah.
Do you do your radio show from out here?
Not until Saturday.
Okay.
So I mean, all day here in the mud, and you know, yesterday was fun. I swam halfway here and then turned around and swam home. Just called it morning exercise.
You were one who actually braved that rain yesterday morning to come out here? You're that committed?
Completely insane.
It was.
We were out here.
Insane, yeah. But we have this tent, so we're just fine here. So.
Right. You're in a perfect zone right here. And you're right. There's a lot of people coming. I think Thursday morning back here is as crowded as it gets. More characters, more liars, everybody that all the, you know, these horse players, a lot of them are, they're characters.
Yes.
I'm trying to put it in the nicest way.
Yes.
People with whom you should not borrow or loan money.
All right, what are your thoughts about the 8:40 p.m. Oaks time?
I'm not a restaurant owner, but I feel it for them because one prominent local restaurant owner has multiple places. He told me the biggest night in our business is not Mother's Day, it's not Valentine's Day, it's not New Year's Eve, it's Oaks night.
Yeah.
And he just said it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do feel for them and feel for the employees too.
You have to adjust in life, but nobody likes to eat at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the problem.
No, I mean, some of those restaurants even closing. Maybe it's a chance for the employees to say, I can go to Oaks this year, or I can enjoy it and watch it from home. Maybe find a silver lining in there, I guess.
Yeah, but it's a tough deal. But yeah, life's always got a new bump, new curve, and so you just got to roll with it. And I don't know if the brunch thing is going to catch on for tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah, it might. It might. All right.
That just means on Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, double your spend.
Yes.
It's true. And you know, a lot of the restaurants are coming up with real creative ideas, like I know, oh my gosh, Berenice, they are doing 2 people, $70 for 3-course meal.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty good.
I know. So, yeah, as long as you eat before 6 p.m. There you go.
No doubt
you
about
and Mary.
it. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
All right,
Sitting next to Joey Fatone. Hey, Joey, what's up?
He's bringing Lance Bass this year, too.
I don't think Joey Fatone ever leaves town. I think he lives in his car right on the backside of Churchill. Just shows up for the party every
I love him.
He's a nice guy.
Yes. All right, Terry Miner.
See you,
Jumping
Olivia.
in here. Happy Derby week. But hey, one of my favorite Derby traditions here, I have to say, was watching them make the garland of lilies and the garland of roses. And today at the Kroger of Middletown, you can check that out and watch them make the garland of lilies. The florists will be working from 5 until 8 tonight. It takes more than 140 Starfighter lilies, all hand sewn, to craft the prize that will be given to the winner of the Kentucky Oaks. It weighs about 20 pounds when it's fully completed. So the garland of roses for the Derby winner, that'll be crafted tomorrow night. Again, that's at the Middletown Kroger. That was right down the street from me growing up, so I thought it was just so casual. You get to see the garland of lilies, the garland of roses. Yeah, my favorite childhood memory.
You know what?
Growing up here.
Just dawned on me why my eyes have been watering.
Lilies in front of us.
So much. I've been saying it's just my allergies have been so bad, but it's the lilies.
They're so pretty.
They're
though.
so pretty and they smell so good. But I had to buy waterproof mascara.
Yeah, I wish we could like coat it in something and keep the pollen in.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to figure out some kind of science behind that.
Thanks so much for joining us for Wave Now, and we will be back tomorrow morning.
Happy Thurby and good luck out there.
This Wave News Update is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, happy Thurby, coming at you live from the backside of Churchill Downs on this cold morning. I'm Olivia Russell.
And I'm Shannon Kogan. Yeah, it is chilly. If you're heading out here and looking ahead to Derby, we do have a scratch for the Derby. That's yesterday. Trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. scratched My Miss Mo in the Oaks. Also Silent Tactic scratched in the Derby. Regarding the Oaks horse, Saffie Joseph Jr. said that the horse just wasn't at the level that she needed to be. The filly was in position 6 with 20-1 odds.
And that scratch means Nikon is now in the race. The filly, trained by Whit Beckman. Her sire is Nyquist, who won the 2016 Kentucky Derby. Now let's check in with Tawana, who's down at the rail. Something's coming up, though. Hopefully feeling better soon.
Oh, yeah, already feeling much better.
Oh, here, I guess we can take off our mic.
Are reacting to that sunshine. So we're starting to see and slowly. We have clear skies across our region as well. So overall, a beautiful, chilly, but beautiful. They're heading out this morning. Probably going to still, we're still seeing a lot of those temperatures in the 40s. But later on this afternoon, keep in mind, we are going to rebound in. Hi, dearie.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I see them.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm competing with the sun today. I'm trying to see which one's. Continuing in my check. Okay, my check. This is me facing the sun instead of being a little bit more straightforward. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, now we know.
This Wave News Update is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Good morning, I'm Marissa Berg. Today will be a celebration of all things Kentucky. It's the 13th year of Thurby at the track. It's become a day where many locals have a chance to visit Churchill Downs. To celebrate Thurby, Churchill Downs says there will be many displays celebrating the state's rich history. That includes a Kentucky print giveaway, bluegrass music performances, and special bourbon experiences. Gates open at 10:30 and the first race is at 12:45. So people heading out to the track need to dress a little warm, Carson.
Yeah, a little chilly out there this morning. We bottomed out in the mid-40s. We're heading for the mid-60s today. That's obviously below average for the last day of April. So definitely keep a lighter jacket with you if you are heading to Churchill Downs. But you know what? At least we have all the sunshine and blue sky to enjoy. Again, we'll top out in the low to mid-60s this afternoon. But notice by noon, we're still in the 50s. So it'll take a little while to warm things up. Not to mention that breeze out of the north all day around 5 to 10 miles an hour will add an extra little chill to that air. How about Oaks and Thurby? Well, for Oaks in particular, the rain chances have dropped just a little bit. There is a cold front moving in early tomorrow morning, and with it could come a few light showers, maybe even just a few pockets of drizzle, especially in southern Indiana. So for Churchill Downs itself, the rain chances tomorrow only around 10 or 20%. In fact, we may have a decent bit of sunshine Friday afternoon. For the post time tomorrow night around 8:40, it will be getting chilly quickly, though, as those temperatures fall back into the 50s. Now, for Thurby on Saturday, that's the coldest day. Over the next three, we are stuck in the 50s all day for Thurby 152, and there is the chance for additional light showers Thurby afternoon. So take a poncho with you Saturday just in case. We'll start to warm things back up on Sunday before stormy weather returns for the early part of next week.
This Wave News Update is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Good morning, I'm Marissa Berg. You can catch more Thurby fun at the waterfront by checking out Kroger's Festival. Activities today include Ohio Valley Wrestling Live and Motorcycle Night. Motorcycle Night runs from 5 to 11. Wrestling runs 7 to 9. You can enjoy the wrestling and a variety of motorcycles on the Great Lawn. Admission is free with your 2026 Pegasus pin. The final night of Festival is tomorrow. And I hope the temperatures don't freeze everybody out, Carson.
Well, it'll be getting chilly quickly tonight, Marissa, that's for sure. But during the day today, it'll be cooler as well. High of 65. Beautiful day ahead if you're heading to Thurby or down to Festival later on tonight. But notice those temperatures dip into the mid-40s by the time you wake up on Oaks morning Friday. There will be a cold front moving in on Oaks morning as well. There's a lot of dry air in the atmosphere, though, so those rain chances have actually dropped just a smidge, only to around 10 or 20%. And most of the showers we see with this cold front tomorrow will be in southern Indiana early in the day. In fact, we may have a few peaks of sunshine Oaks afternoon for that primetime post time tomorrow night. Temperatures dropping quickly again, though, down to the 50s by 8:40. How about Thurby Day Saturday? Even cooler. Definitely want some cold weather gear if you're headed to Churchill Downs for Thurby 152. We're stuck in the 50s all day. Could be the coldest Thurby we've had in over 30 years. And there will be a small chance, about 10, maybe 20%, for a few showers Thurby afternoon. We'll watch that carefully, of course, for that 6:57 post time Saturday evening. The rest of the 10-day earliest alert stays busy. Quiet on Sunday and a bit warmer too. But stormy weather makes a comeback Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, with that alert day in place for maybe a few strong to severe storms Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Too early for specifics on that. We'll work on that later, but for now, we'll still keep a very close eye on Oaks and Thurby with those small rain chances and the cooler air. We'll see you again on midday at 11. everyone. Carson Meredith with you on this Thurby Thursday. Great weather if you're heading to the track later on today. 65 our forecast high. Yes, that's a little cool. You may want to take a light jacket with you, especially with that northerly wind, but we'll have tons of sunshine to keep us a little bit warmer throughout the day today. Oaks rain chances have dropped just a bit. That's good news, down to a 20% chance. In fact, most of those showers we see tomorrow will actually be in southern Indiana. They'll be light and they won't last all day. We'll dry things out heading into Oaks afternoon, maybe seeing a few peaks of sunshine Friday afternoon. It'll be chilly though for that prime time post time tomorrow night, down to the upper 50s as we get closer to 8:40. How about Derby Day? It's even colder. We're stuck in the 50s in all likelihood Saturday with mostly cloudy skies and a small chance, about 10 to 20% for a few showers during the day on Derby. Grab the poncho if you're heading to the track Saturday. We'll dry things out Sunday, but it gets stormy again by early next week.
From Wave, your Kentucky Derby official station, this is Sunrise at the Downs. Sponsored by River City Bank.
Illinois wants to claim him, but he was born in Kentucky soil.
Georgetown, Kentucky-based designer Judy Kushner spent her career in the banking industry, but always wanted to express her creative side.
I just thought it would be really fun to have a hand-painted tie in a racing theme.
It started with a Kentucky Derby-inspired silk tie that she made as a gift.
We have with us Hall of Famer Bob Baffert, won the Derby 6 times. Will it be number 7? He has 2 chances with Potente and Litmus Test. So Bob, thanks for coming on and making time for us today. I know this is a big week for you. You're gonna